Good evening. I'm Ed Moore. My, how time does fly. It was a few months ago, June 5th, 2021, that you elected me to serve as your District 3 Garland City Councilman. Someone told me learning the duties and responsibilities of a city councilman was like standing in front of a fire hydrant, turned on full blast, and you standing in front of it just absorbing it all. And I must admit, it has been overwhelming, but I've truly enjoyed it. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I've tried to share with you, as I have learned these past 5 months, those things that I have been learning. The city is a multiplicity of working parts that require structure, management, and coordination among many departments to function effectively for all of us. If you haven't befriended me on my Facebook page, please do so. Otherwise, you can contact me, my cell, at 214-243-3053, or at my city council email address, council3@garlandtext.com or .gov. I usually respond quickly and at a minimum of 24 hours. And you, our citizenry, you are our greatest asset. And again, I want to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve. So much has happened during these past 5 months. The council has passed the 2022 annual budget of $815 million. We've appropriated ARPA funds, that's the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. We've appropriated those funds of $53.5 million, of which District 3 was approved $4.5 million for a new project at Windjoyce Park that's located at Oates and Windjoyce Roads. We've done redistricting of the Garland 8 districts based on the new 2021 Census Bureau survey. District 3 was not impacted nor infected. We're still at about 30,000 people. We continue to implement and finalize project plans approved in the 2019, that's $423.7 million Garland Bond Program. That Garland Bond Program included such things as animal shelters, parks and recreations, libraries, municipal buildings, public safety, and all of the approved bond proposition items. And we are presently preparing to review and approve the 2022 Capital Improvement Funds Program. So we've been doing a lot of work. We've been at work during these past 5 months, trying to take care of the business that makes Garland a better place in which to live. So these are indeed some exciting times for Garland, and particularly District 3. There was a time that many felt that South Garland was not receiving their fair share of the growth and development dollars, attention, and visiting taking place in other districts. That's certainly not the case today. Members of the council are working in harmony and in unison to ensure economic empowerment is taking place in every sector. I want to express my sincere appreciation to Mayor Scotty LeMay and the city council, city manager, and staff for the time they've invested in providing me with the knowledge necessary for a council person to function, discern, and make decisions that make Garland the best city in the region in which to live, grow, and prosper. I spent lots of time visiting the various departments of the city, getting to know directors, managers, supervisors, and workers, understanding their roles and responsibilities. And I've found all of them to be professional, dependable, hospitable, and desiring to perform at the highest level of their capabilities. I've learned that they're people, just like you and me, upon whom we can depend. Building relationship with these whom serve our needs and comforts, that's one of the greatest and most important achievements that I can do as a councilman. You see, I may not be able to fix all your problems, but I know some people who can. And the greatest asset for a city councilman in responding to the needs of the community is that team of people called staff. So what's new in District 3? I'm glad you asked. There are approximately 18 redevelopment projects taking place in the district as I speak. We receive a new business project plan almost daily, and they're all good. Now, that does not take into consideration or into account repairs to the infrastructure comprising of sewers and sidewalks, streets, lights, signs, and green space. And I can truthfully say today, for me, I know that the greatest challenge that we face is adhering to the Envision Garland 2030 comprehensive plan, which encompasses a variety of planning and special projects, including small area plans, corridor plans, downtown revitalization, transit-oriented developments, and demographic data. The Envision Garland 2030 comprehensive plan was unanimously adopted by the City Council on March 20th, 2012. The plan serves as the guiding policy document for long-range planning within Garland, focusing on issues related to land use, economic development, housing and neighborhoods, transportation and infrastructure, and community design. And then we have another study, which is called the I-30 Corridor Catalyst Study, and that study identified concerns of citizens in South Garland, wherein they were concerned that we should have more upscale restaurants, retail, hotel, walking, bike trails, single-family housing developments, aesthetically pleasing green space, and recreational amenities. In order to achieve these goals, the infrastructure needs improvement, as is taking place presently along Centerville Road and Rose Hill, Country Club, Bobtown, and Lyons Road. It's a necessary inconvenience, but if we're going to accomplish those things that have been requested and that are needed, then it must be done. I received lots of questions about progress with the Eastern Hills Country Club golf property owned by My Possibilities. That property is proceeding with development under the name The Mission. We meet regularly with the builder and developer finalizing details relative to making the project successful. As you're aware, negotiation and compromise are necessary to the process. I think we may see some dirt even being moved in the summer of 2022. Construction is already on the way with the QT Quick Stop travel station at I-30 and Bobtown Road. Now, this project is certainly going to improve the aesthetic visual effects of that property landscape. Instead of that old dilapidated concrete blocks that we see so often when we travel I-30 where apartments used to be, the developer has agreed to remove these eyesores to hopefully attract other business opportunities. Several projects along the I-30 corridor and are on the way presently and ready to cut the proverbial open for business ribbons. The multi-family apartment complex located at I-30 and Zion Road at Chaha is nearing completion and should begin accepting occupancy the first of the year. The RV park, the resort at I-30 and George Bush Tollway, that's certainly going to brighten up the landscape as you enter that mixed master overlooking Lake Ray Hubbard. This is another first of the year project that should make Garland a destination for tourists and campers and travelers. The single family Pulte Home project located at I-30 Waterhouse and Zion Road, progressing rapidly to become a highly sought after quality home for millennials and professionals and aspiring first home buyers. Then there are townhomes and townhouses, single family attached, attractive, competitively priced, and strategically located throughout the district. How do you attract business in South Garland? Rooftops. Rooftops. That's what's taking place. And then that I mentioned Lakeside Marina. Still very much in the planning stage, this project has the potential of really making Garland a destination location. This project has the potential of rivaling our neighbors across the other side of Lake Ray Hubbard. But the challenges that we have presently, it is, I guess, that old saying, we've got to continue to plan our work and work our plan. District 3 is a district in process. The plan is before us in the Garland Master Plan. Finances are being allocated to implement the plan. Servant leaders are in place to adopt the plan. Business are coming forward from every place, wanting to be part of the plan. And all that remains for us as a people in leadership, we have to be patient. We have to hold one another accountable to assure that we're implementing the plan as has been outlined. And then we have to support the plan. For those of you that may be Bible scholars out there, take a look at Habakkuk 2:2-3. Now, I know there's more to this than I have already stated. It's more complicated than that. But you know what? That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So good evening, Garland. There is much work that needs to be done. Much of it will take place long after I'm gone, but you can be assured that I'm going to do my best to keep us headed in the right direction as long as I remain in this most humble servant leadership position. I want to thank you for your encouragement and support. I'm going to ask you, let's go forward to make Garland better. I pray and hope that you will have a very wonderful Thanksgiving with your family as we enter the holiday season. You know, we're just coming out of this COVID situation, and one of the things that all of us want is to be family and to be able to come together again. So I pray that you have a very beautiful and wonderful holiday season. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you in the future.